Every good email marketer needs to know how to put together an amazing welcome sequence. This is because a welcome sequence is literally going to be the bread and butter of the email marketing channel. It's the first impression that you will create for the customers, and it just pays off to know it really well. Now, to save you time and save you from being confused about it and searching the net to find the information, I've put together this video to walk you through welcome sequences. I'm going to show you some real life examples of welcome sequences, and we're going to look at the copy and what they consist of. So let's get into it. So your welcome flow doesn't actually start with your first email. It starts with the sign up form. And obviously the sign up form, there are so many different ways to go about it. Some brands do just a simple discount like, hey, sign up and get 10% off. Other brands do quizzes, or they collect more information like the name, birthday, even phone number, address, and so much more. Like product interests and all that stuff. So basically, we can be as creative as we want with a sign up forms. And the thing I want to address the most is that sometimes we get afraid, or people get afraid, that if I ask for too much information in my sign up form, like if I ask for the name and the phone number and the email and their address and their whatever, people will just get discouraged and they're not going to fill it in, and automatically the list is going to grow slower, and we're going to have less people on the list. Now, personally, I think that if a customer is interested in your brand, they will sign up, especially if you're offering a discount or if you're offering something upfront. It doesn't always have to be a discount as well. It could be like a recipe book or whatever. If someone is interested in your brand, they will sign up. And if the offer that you're, the reward for signing up is good, then they don't mind entering information, especially because we're getting used to that. More brands are asking for phone numbers. Definitely names are super standard. Like, there's no reason why you should only collect the email address. You definitely want to grab their first name, and you want to start prepping for a birthday flow, so you want to grab their birthday, and you want to grab their phone number. But most likely, the people that are willing to give up more information, they obviously have more interest in your brand anyway. So that's kind of like the debate on this. There is quantity over quality. The more information they give you, the higher quality lead they will be. And if you're just collecting an email, I mean, a lot of these people will give their email, but they're not necessarily going to engage with your brand. So that's it. So yeah, definitely I'm a fan of like multi-step opt-in forms where you collect more information, and you can even make it like, I like to make it a creative and a fun experience. So like the first step is just the name and the email address, and then as I take them through giving me more information, I make it entertaining, or I explain why, or there are many ways that you can go about this, and you can really get as creative as you want. But you want to know that this sign up form is actually priming them to the experience they will have with your email. So the more fun you make it for them, the more engaging you will make it for them, or the more interesting, then obviously that's going to lead into your welcome flow really nicely, and it's going to set a good tone for the relationship. So like, as an example, and this is also like a congruency thing. You want to make sure that your sign up form and your welcome flow are congruent. Like, you don't want to say 10% off here and talk about that the person is going to have first access to pre-order styles at an exclusive price, and this whatever sustainability thing, and then you don't say anything about it ever again, like in the email flow. That's not okay. Like, you have to follow up, and especially the first email should be very closely related to the sign up form, so that it kind of like reinstates like, yep, like this is a congruent experience, and you're not like in a completely different world when you open the emails. So this one is from Ghost Democracy, and it just says join the democracy, which is like their cool statement kind of banner thing. They have like a small sentence here, the code that they promised, some additional features, like fun stuff about the experience of shopping with them. So they tell you that you get two free samples, free shipping, and points. And then also they have like a cool refer a friend kind of thing and some social proof, and their social media. Okay, so that is their welcome email. I like their stuff as well. So this is their welcome email. It just says welcome. They talk a little bit more about their brand and their values. Your mystery gift. So their sign up form is like a mystery experience, like, hey, sign up and you get a surprise, basically. And then you find out here, okay, your surprise is the 10% off. Then start your journey, and they have like a product recommendation and some content if somebody would like to engage with their stuff. And then they're just reminding the person, like, hey, we're here for you if you need to ask questions or whatever. And then recommendation stuff. So you see both of the brands have something in common, that at the bottom of their email they are asking people to refer, which is very powerful because word of mouth is literally the most powerful thing. And we are just more likely to refer a brand to, or to recommend a brand to our friends just because they've told us to do so, which is pretty cool. So I really like their email. Like, it's just, it's a cool email, whatever. Let's look at some other ones. Again, thanks for signing up. Just a simple exclusive 25% off, whatever. So as you can see, like emails, the first email doesn't have to be super elaborate or whatever, but it is about just creating that first impression. And I do think like how, for example, Free Soul, they share their like their mission or what's different about them, so the USB, that's really good because it reminds the reader like who you are and what's different about you, and it gives them an opportunity to connect with you. Now, I do think that you should make sure that each and every single one of your emails is engaging in some way, and engaging in such a way that it's going to automatically make the person curious about what's in your next email. So whether that's including like some really helpful, mind-blowing tips, whether it's about, having really cool visuals, like if it is a design-based brand, whether it's the copy that's really entertaining, and obviously that usually works magic, because copy is king. And yeah, just kind of thinking about, okay, how can I make this email so good that the person is naturally going to want to open the next email that I send them? And some people think this is about the subject line. Oh, if I just have good subject lines, people are going to open my emails. But that's not necessarily true, because actually people want to see, like, when they open the email, what experience do they have and what emotions do they feel, and that kind of registers in the memory more. And eventually, even if your subject lines are really good but your emails are not good, people will stop opening them just because they will learn, like, okay, I don't actually enjoy these emails, so, and then eventually they unsubscribe. That's kind of how it goes. Like, the person will receive an email, they open the first one, if it wasn't good, the second one, maybe they open it, maybe not. Then, like, they'll just like sometimes open the emails, and then eventually they stop opening them, and then when they stop opening them, eventually they just get annoyed and they're like, I don't want to see this in my inbox anymore, and they unsubscribe. So let's just look at one more, maybe this one. Okay, just another welcome, thank you for joining, huge discount just so you don't miss it, and some stuff here. So personally, like, this email once in a while is okay, but if you keep sending emails like this to your audience, eventually you become like just the brand that sends coupons. And just like we do with physical coupons, like, they're okay if you're actually about to buy, but most of the time we forget about them or whatever, like we just throw them away. So you definitely don't want to become like this all the time. This is just like kind of like an aggressive marketing tactic, and you can use it sometimes, but yeah, just use it sparingly. Focus on like good copy, good content, and then that will take the brand further than this kind of stuff. So then obviously it would be we cannot ignore the fact that you've got the first email, but the welcome sequence is more than one email. Some brands have even like 30 emails in their welcome flow. So you want to think about, like, when you're planning your welcome flow, you want to think about like what kind of vibe do you want, what kind of things do you want to include, what kind of goes best with the brand. And really you can be, and then also you need to decide, like, okay, this is what I want to include and how many emails do I want to split it across. If you want to tell the brand story, for example, you can tell it in one email. You can just touch on it and redirect people to your About Us page, or you can tell it across even 5 emails. If you make it entertaining, if you make it a cool story to read, people will just engage with those emails and just read the story like that. You can talk about the benefits. You can put all the benefits in one email. You can send one email per benefit and also do like a lot of storytelling and stuff. So you want to think about that, like, okay, what do I include, and how many emails do I want to spread it across, and like how long will my emails be, and how much copy is it going to be, what kind of formatting will we do, and all of that stuff. And you want to just look at like the overall strategy of your welcome flow, but also look at each email individually and be like, okay, so what is this email doing? What is it saying? Like, what kind of emotions is it invoking, and how can I make it better? What's the CTA, etc., etc. So always make sure that like the emails align with the brand voice. So you saw how, for example, we had what were they called? Free Soul, which is like a brand that is aimed to be like for women, for younger women, and it's you can see it everywhere, like the design, the brand voice, the products, everything is just about women and their wellness. So you want to be congruent with that in your emails, unless you specifically are using it as like a creative marketing strategy to say like, our website is like this, and like generally like social media is like this, but we have this crazy person that takes over email channel and whatever. Like, you can make it into something funny, but most of the time it's not like that. You want to keep them, you just want to keep it very congruent with the brand. So some other things that you can include like in the welcome sequence is product recommendations, customer testimonials and reviews, about us, the benefits, frequently asked questions, coupon reminders if you do send out a coupon as a part of your welcome flow, and the most popular products like bestsellers or any social causes the brand is supporting is going to connect the customer with the brand. For example, if we look at this welcome flow, which I'm still just going through, they're sending an email every day. We have the 12, oh no, what did I do here? That's news. We have 12, 13, 14, and today is the 15th of January. They're sending a daily email as part of their welcome flow, and they're going through, okay, just a hello, then media darling alert. So they are using social proof and talking about a specific product in their welcome sequence. So I'm guessing this is one of their most popular products. Then we have some testimonials, and the benefits are ingrained in with the testimonials. Then their next email today is time for us to tend the loving care. So they're just introducing their products, again, social proof, and just talking about, this is what we offer and this is why it's effective, etc. So the reason this is good is because when you just sign up for brands' emails, and let's say they have a range of products, you don't necessarily know which one to pick, and sometimes we become like, we start looking for something and then we get distracted and we just leave the we leave the website. So having these emails that tell us, okay, this is what we sell, this is what it does for you, it helps you like understand the products without you having to go and do the research. So the brand is helping you, and then at the same time they're making you feel safe because they're showing you social proof and credentials and stuff. So that's really good. Here we have a different one. So we've got like welcome, then they talk about their bestsellers, then they're talking about their mission or what they do and why they do it, and they still like introduce their products. So that's also the same kind of, you just include the things that you think people will find interesting and also useful as they're getting introduced to your brand, or as they're going through the process of making the first purchase, which leads me to the point that your welcome flow is designed for people that are new to your brand and that have never bought from you. And the whole point of the welcome flow is, first of all, to get them to make the first purchase, and second of all, to get them connected with your brand and primed to open more of your emails and feel safe to shop with you. So if somebody, you need to set up the welcome flow in a way that if somebody makes a purchase halfway through your welcome flow or at the beginning, that they don't stay in this flow where, for example, they're getting like coupon reminders like, hey, your first purchase, your first purchase. They should be taken to like the first time post-purchase flow where, you know, you can still continue introducing them to the brand and telling them more about the brand, but at the same time, you know, you understand that they already made the purchase. So and now you want to just make sure that they're happy with the purchase, that they're excited for it, that they will purchase again, as opposed to trying to like talking to them like they haven't bought from you yet, because now they have, and that means they already trust you to a certain extent, and now your goal is to retain them and to get them to purchase more and to get them to purchase more frequently and increase like their order value. So you're basically thinking 10 steps ahead of your customer. So you know, okay, they enter through the welcome flow, then they have their first purchase flow, then whatever, and you continue like that. And you just think ahead instead of just kind of making a welcome flow. And someone purchases and they stay in the welcome flow, but at the same time they receive the post-purchase flow. So they've got like 10 different discount reminders coming their way, and they're getting confused, and it doesn't feel personalized and doesn't feel like you're paying attention. Now let's just quickly look at the copy together that the brands have included in their emails. For example, we have welcome to Refi, welcome to the Refi community. Refi is all about simplifying beauty so you have more time to enjoy your life and do the things you love. Shop now. Like, this is in an overwhelming market with hundreds of products. We're committed to only creating the products that you need in your routine, that our community are looking for, and that allow anyone to create an elevated look with ease. Personally, I feel like this copy is quite weak. No offense to whoever wrote it. They repeat welcome to Refi like 3 times, I think, and it's like, okay. No, they repeat it here. Yeah, the subject line, this line, and this line is the same. They could have definitely like made it more creative, and this kind of copy, like where they're trying to make it a benefit, like you have more time to enjoy your life and do the things you love. I think this is very generic. This has a super like community feel, and not just because they use the word, but like the pictures, the pictures that they've used in the background. And then they say, thank you for being a clean beauty hero. By joining our community, you'll be the first to know about the latest trends, new arrivals, and exclusive offers. We'll also share handy guides to help you on your clean beauty journey. Get settled in with an exclusive 15% off. Use code GOCLEAN. Like, that's so much better. Like, it's more interesting, and then they're telling you what's coming, and some people will actually get excited about that. Like, oh my god, they're going to give me tips. You know, it's exactly what I need. Now you could also, you know, personalize this further. If they, for example, in the sign up experience, they've asked like, hey, what are you most interested in, like makeup or skincare or whatever, and then personalize this, like, we're going to send you clean makeup tips or whatever. It's good that they followed up on the code, and obviously like this is all very congruent with their sign up form. Then I have some benefits of going clean. I do feel like it's nice that they included a picture, but they could have done without the picture as well and just used good copy. They have like a quiz at the bottom. Like, I feel like this email was a little bit too busy. I would have simplified it, but overall, like, it's so much better than the other one, and you should see the difference. Like, here they actually tell you a little bit about what to expect and make it feel like a community, whereas Refi just kind of their email was just like, yeah, the copy just wasn't good. By the way, if you want to learn email marketing in depth, I mean like everything, high level stuff, then I do run a workshop. You can sign up for the waitlist down in the description, and I will send you more information. So I hope that you understand so much more about welcome flows now and how to actually put one together, and that the copywriting is not rocket science. It just takes a little bit of thinking of how to make it interesting for your people.